Okay, so you know how people say, like, oh, if men had periods, like tampons would be free, everything would be different, laws would be, yeah, completely true, completely correct. I absolutely agree. However, what you guys are forgetting is like the best part of that scenario is that if men had periods, they would brag about it. Like all other things. Like, oh, wait, hold on, let me do a demonstration. Oops, sorry, I dropped my Magnum tampon for my Magnum puss.
The patriarchy thrives off of women hating themselves. I posted this video yesterday being sassy to a man who had insulted me, and in it I said that I was very hot, because I am. And the men had a field day. Like, so many men commented on it and they were like, you're not that hot, or you were attractive until you said you were, until you opened your mouth. A bunch of them said I was just average. And that literally did not hurt my feelings at all, because I know what they're doing. Men like that want their attention and compliments to be your only source of self-worth. Because that's the only way they'll ever have a shot with you. They insult you because that's the only way you'll ever notice them. And they'll tear you down because then they have a better shot of getting with you. If you're confident on your own, they're literally terrified of you because they have no power anymore and you don't need them. Don't fall for that trick. They know you're good looking. They just hate that you know it.
My little sister is 16 and she's like a ninth wave feminist. She is addressing stuff that we haven't even begun to think about. The other day she looked at me and she said salmonella was made up by people who hate women.
If you date men and you're also like an FBI level stalker, you need to hear this. It's not easy, but if you can somehow find a man's Reddit username, I have like a treasure trove of potentially terrifying information for you. For a long time, there was a subreddit called the Red Pill. They were also similar subreddits like MGTOW. Basically, they were men's rights groups that were just thinly veiled excuses to be misogynistic pieces of shit. These subreddits are no longer on Reddit. They were quarantined, meaning that even if you did find your man's username, you could never actually see if he was contributing to these forums. Don't worry, I got you. Nothing on the internet is ever gone. Go to the Red Pill archive. It's a website where even if he has deleted his Reddit account, but he was commenting on these forums, it will all be there. Every comment, every post, it is worth looking into because there's a lot of really dangerous ideas on here.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
To the men that say big boobs don't count if you're fat, neither does a dick if half of it's your personality. If you want to swear at people and get away with it, speak with a Yorkshire accent. For example, when I'm speaking to racists, homophobes and misogynists, and I say this, it sounds like you cunt educate.
And the more I've spoken about feminism, the more I have realised that fighting for women's rights has too often become synonymous with man-hating. If there is one thing I know for certain, it is that this has to stop.
So a lot of guys are very uneducated and they think that rape only means when it's non-consensual. If you take off your condom without the girl knowing, that's rape. If she tells you to stop and you keep going, honey, that's rape and you're a fucking rapist. If a girl tells you to stop, even if y'all took it all the way, stop. Like, that's still making her feel uncomfortable. And if you keep on, bro, you're a fucking rapist. And a lot of y'all need to get that through y'all fucking head, cause y'all think that we owe y'all sex. We don't.
If companies can pay women less, why don't they hire all women?
Well, that's a whole nother story.
Really?
I understand your argument, and I understand that you're angry.
I'm not angry.
I can hear it in your voice.
I'm not angry.
Your voice.
I'm hearing my voice and I sound pretty calm.
You have now shifted the quality of your voice, and I thank you for that.
Okay.
And you've just given me a condescending look, and that's another reason why we need feminism. And now I'm done. And thank you so much.
I just got shamed for carrying tampons across my parking lot. What? So a lot of times when I get home from work, it's really late at night. So I will leave my bag and everything in the car if I have work the next morning because I don't want to lug it all in because it's dark and I want to get inside. And that's what I did last night. I got home late, I left my stuff in my car and I went in. Well, I'm on my period, so I need tampons. I wasn't going to take a whole new bag for that, so I just grabbed a handful of them to walk to my car. I walked out of my house to my car in my own neighborhood and I run into a group of guys, probably in like their late 20s. So well old enough to know that people have periods and need feminine hygiene products. As they're passing me, I hear one of the guys, "Oh, that's gross." And then they all start to giggle. And another guy goes, in a stage whisper, he knew I could hear it, "She really couldn't put those away. I have to look at them." Periods are normal. I have a period. I use tampons. If you're a grown person, you're gonna see tampons too. If you can't even handle seeing a tampon, maybe you don't deserve to be with a person who needs them. Literally get the fuck over yourself.
At first, I was like, women, as a joke. But bro, I don't think it's a joke anymore.